Good morning. Welcome back to the 5-minute limit. So we're still getting used to this format, the 5 minutes, cramming it all in. So we're gonna attempt number 3. Here we go. So yesterday we talked about the Mayim Rabim, the rushing waters, that they're going to extinguish the fire, the flame of love for God. That's the tears of Parshas, that's the stresses of struggles of earning a living. And the way to protect oneself is through going in a boat, the Teva. Noch built the Teva, gets in the Teva, and where's the Teva? Teva has 2 meanings. It means a boat, right? And it also means the Teva, we call letters Tevos. They're called letters. So the Rebbe brings from the Alter Rebbe that the Tevos are the Tevos of Tefilla, of prayer. If you want to protect yourself, you build a boat of letters, of tefillah, of davening, that will elicit a love for Hashem, and therefore it will have the automatic effect of protecting oneself from the gushing waters of Parnasa. Now, in this next part of the Maimer, the Rebbe continues from Torah from the Alter Rebbe, and he explains that this is the mistake of Balabatim, or Balei Asakim. People who are involved in business think that they don't need a daven, when in truth, they really do need a daven and spend time davening, especially on Yom Tov and Shabbos and Yom Tov, when they're not working, as the Alter Rebbe says in Geras HaKodesh, then they do have to sit and spend time davening. Because the Baal Asek, the person who's in business and working, says, okay, listen, davening's not my thing. Davening's for the guys who are sitting and learning all day. They have the time to pray. We're in business. We'll support them. We'll give them tzedakah. So the Alter Rebbe says, no, not incorrect. And the Rebbe then has a chiddush on this, has something new to say on this. In order that you should properly daven on Shabbos, because a Baal Asek, the Alter Rebbe says, has to daven on Shabbos, properly, length, etc. He says, in order for that to be the case, he has to first, during the week, he has to also daven a little bit more with Avodah, with work. Specifically, someone who works before Shabbos in preparation for Shabbos will eat on Shabbos. The Shabbos is just like actual eating, right? You got to prepare the food. You got to buy the food. That all happens before Shabbos. The Shabbos. So too, with regard to prayer, to davening on Shabbos, also, Sharei Tefilla is the Shabbos, does the Shabbos Shaychim Zelzah. Interesting note that the prayer, davening of Shabbos and the eating of Shabbos have a connection to one another. Chassidus explained in Chassidus, Tefilla is the Shabbos and bedugmas brichos al hasudes. Explains in Chassidus that the prayers of Shabbos are like the blessings we make on food at our meals. Here is not the place to discuss it. From this we understand, so too, in the weekday, we also have to have the service of prayer. We also have to, someone who's in business also has to take the time to pray even during the week. However, what's the difference between the Shabbos davening versus the weekday davening? What's the difference? During the week, since a person doesn't have time, they're rushing, they have work to do, they have business, things are happening, they're flying from this place to that place, whatever the business is, they have to get up early to make it to their business. Therefore, when we say Avodah, service of prayer, it's not a long time to pray, rather it's contained within a shorter period of time, but the main thing is the intention, the kavanah, the thought that you're focused on your davening. Nothing else exists, and you know what you're saying, and that's it. Even if you're not extending the time and thinking about Chassidus and other things, that's it. It's better a little with intention, kavana, focus, than a longer davening. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. And that is 5 minutes.